The next day, Ethan woke up on the sofa. Last night, he was sitting alone in the living room, lost in thought. He looked at the clock from time to time and finally fell asleep on the sofa. When Ethan stood up and saw the untouched slippers at the door, his face was gloomy. Then he took out his phone and sent me a message for the first time. "Yolanda, since you don't want to come back, then you might as well never come back." I looked at Ethan and sneered, thinking, I will never come back to bother you again. Ethan washed up and went to the law firm. This was the law firm he and my brother Chris founded together. Not long after Ethan sat down, Sandy walked in with a stack of documents, looking a little nervous. "Ethan, you are the only one who can help me this time." With tears in her eyes, Sandy looked pitiful. I asked Alex, and he said he didn't do it on purpose. The road was slippery due to the rain, and his vision was a little blurry, so he hit someone. Ethan immediately helped her sit down and took the documents from her. "Is the person dead?" Sandy nodded. Ethan's face looked a little bad, and he continued to ask, "Have you contacted the person's family? Do you have any information about the person?" Sandy shook her head. Alex said that the person was hit and flew and just hit the windshield. Her facial features were all ruined. No information could confirm her identity. "We have not been able to contact her family yet." Ethan's eyes became more solemn. How fast was Alex driving at the time? Were there any surveillance cameras or witnesses around? He said the speed was no more than 80 miles per hour. It was a country road, and there was no surveillance. It was raining at the time, and there were no one around. Sandy lowered her head, looking scared and worried. Pondering for a while, Ethan asked, "Are you sure Alex didn't flee or exceed the speed limit?" Sandy raised her eyes and looked at Ethan with tears. "Ethan, are you doubting what I said?" Alex called the hospital right away. The hospital has a record of the call. After confirming that the person was dead, he went to the police station to turn himself in. He is still in the police station now. Seeing Sandy crying, Ethan immediately panicked. "Sandy, that's not what I meant. I just want to know more so that I can defend him and try to minimize the responsibility." Sandy threw herself into Ethan's arms and burst into tears. "Ethan, you are the only person I can trust now. You must help me and Alex." Hearing Sandy cried, Ethan felt sorry for her.